I wanted to, wow, my apartment was so quiet. It was so, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come back to you guys with a story time about Hurricane Harvey. I know that I posted a video about everything you should know before you move to Houston, and I got a few comments, and a lot of people were concerned about my well-being and everything like that. So I wanted to share with you guys my experience in Hurricane Harvey. Luckily for me, I of course did not lose my life, which is a great thing, and I didn't lose any valuables. So my car didn't flood out, my house didn't flood out, anything like that. So let's get started. So before Hurricane Harvey actually hit, they were talking about it on the news and telling everybody to like go shopping, and it was, you know, a serious thing. But as most of us know, when stuff is on the news, it's kind of like, yeah, it's a prediction. And so like being out here, I guess that a lot of people kind of heard about hurricanes happening, hurricanes this, and people just were not really, didn't really take it as serious. I think a lot of people didn't. I know, for instance, I didn't. So let me not speak for other people, let me speak for myself. I didn't take it serious. For one, I'm from Michigan, as you all know. So I have never really been in a natural disaster. Like, I haven't even been in a tornado. So like Michigan, we get tornadoes, but I've never been in a tornado. The most I've ever had was like a snow blizzard. So, you know, to hear hurricane, I guess I could have taken it more serious, but I was just like, whatever. So I remember like 2 days before, I want to say 2 days, maybe it was a day before the hurricane actually hit. I was talking to my friend. She's like, girl, you might as well go ahead and get your groceries stocked up. And I was like, girl, there ain't gonna be none of that. So I went to HEB, which is I don't know if HEB is a Texas thing or a Houston thing. I know it's not in Michigan, but it's like their grocery store. So if you're in Michigan, it's kind of like a lower version of Meijer. No, it's just like a grocery store. So I went to HEB and it was crazy. Like, it was, first of all, it was no water. Like, there was no water. And I know about the blackout. Was the blackout only in Michigan? I think it was a blackout in Michigan, and we ran out of water. It was like crazy. So I went to HEB. The lines were super long. There was no water. It was just ridiculous. And I was like, oh my God. So everybody was preparing because it was actually supposed to rain that day. It was supposed to start hurricaning, if that's a verb. The hurricane was supposed to begin that day. So everybody stocked up. I couldn't get water, so I got some juice, and I just got some fruit, just so I could snack on something healthy meantime. So anyway, that day happened, nothing. There was nothing. So everybody was like, man, no, you know, like, we're overthinking it at this point. So everybody just went on with their normal life. You know me, I'm a waitress. So the day of, I hope I'm not saying so a lot, but the day of the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, he lost the fight, so it's hard for me to even remember him. But the day of Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, I worked, and it was really, really busy. And they were saying it was supposed to start storming and raining really bad that day. So when that day, I got to work late, like maybe around 6. Actually, we had to be there at 6, and it was like a line wrapped around. It was nothing. Like, it was warm outside. It was like drizzling. It was fine. So I ended up leaving work. We ended up closing early, so I left around like 12:30, and I worked 30 minutes away from where I live. So it was nothing. Like, it was like sprinkles. It was really nothing. So the more I started getting close to my house, it started raining a little bit more, but it was nothing major. And then out of nowhere, it just like started pouring down, and I'm just driving. I'm like, cause I make it all the way on the freeway to like my side of town, and I'm just driving like it's no issue, it's fine. So then I'm driving, like, to get to my apartments, I gotta go down these residential streets where it's just homes. So I'm driving, and I look like Like, what? I see nothing but like black, like shine. You know, like when it's like a puddle far away at nighttime, it's just like you can see like the reflection of the moon lighting on, and the moon and the street lights lighting on the water. So I'm like, what? So I'm like, whatever, I'm trying to drive, because now it's like maybe 1. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I want to get in my bed. And this is actually, let me break it back. So before I even go there, there were some girls from another store that came to help us out because nobody from my store came. I was the only one. Should have known right there. And they was like, they were getting a hotel, and they was like, are you coming to the hotel? But I didn't know them, and like, you know, I want to be comfortable. So I was like, no, I'm going home. Like, to be in my bed, to take off my wig and sleep. So which I should have did. I should have just went to the hotel. So anyways, I'm driving down a residential street, and it's nothing but water. And like when I'm driving, it's not that high. It's probably maybe like 3-4 inches of water. So I'm like, whatever, I can make it through. So then I start driving more. The water is so high. So I'm like, freak. I seen like ahead of me, I seen a truck turn around. Now I have a Mustang. So Mustang is so low to the ground. So I'm like, oh no. So I reversed it on a residential street. Now as far as these houses, that water was like, it was seeping up, you know, because
I let it rain, I clear it out. I let it rain, I clear it out.
Let's go, let's go.
Let it rain, I clear it out.
I clear it.
I let it rain,
Clear it.
now clear it out.
I clear it.
Now let's.
so it was still raining. So anyways, I turn around. I'm trying to find ways to get to my house. Mind you, this is the only way I know to get to my house, because as you know, I haven't been here for too long. Like I moved in August, so right now it's October. So so that was, oh my god, it was August when Hurricane Harvey happened. Yes, it was it August? It definitely was August. It was the end of August, because everybody was complaining about their rent money, like, I didn't get my rent money. But fortunately enough, I paid my rent early, so I had some extra coins, so I paid it. God works in mysterious ways. So anyways, so I'm just driving, trying to find streets. Everything is flooded. So I find another way, and I'm like, cool. So I'm driving. I love saying girl, so I'm just talking to y'all like, yeah, girl. So girl, I'm driving, and I see a van, and I see the water is up to the window of the van, like kind of far away from me. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I started getting like really anxious, like, I just want to go home. And I was literally so close. I was 7 minutes away from my house, but I couldn't. It was like freaking barricades of water. I could not get there. So I'm driving down these streets, and then, like, you know, like when you go to residential streets, it's not that much lights. Like in urban areas, no shade, but in urban areas, it's well, the residential streets are well lit. But when you go to like places that aren't necessarily urban areas, like maybe, I don't know what you would call it. So anyways, it's not that lit, so it's just like a lot of water. It's just dark. It's just really scary. So anyways, I'm still driving around, and then I finally just see some police officers, and I was like, do you guys know how to get to blah blah street, which is a main street I live off? And they're like, oh yeah, take this street down here. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm driving, everything clear, and I go, and then I still see puddles of water. Like, I'm talking about maybe a foot, 2 feet of water. And I'm like, oh my god. So I'm like, maybe I can make it. I was so desperate, because at this time it was maybe like 2-3 in the morning. So I've been driving around for like an hour and a half trying to get home, and all I see is water. And I'm just thinking, like, how am I gonna get home? Like, there's no way for even like my friends to come get me. Like, I can't even call somebody like, just come pick me up, because they can't get there, you know? So I'm just stressed. So I ended up like going down the street, and then I see these boys on these scooters in the water. Like, not boys, but like teenage adults, I don't know. these little white boys, and I'm in this little neighborhood, so I'm like, oh snap, you know, I seen Get Out, I know how y'all get down. So it was like 2, 3 in the morning. What are y'all doing like in the puddles of water, feet of water with scooters? It was scary. They was looking at my car when I came down, so I was like, reversed again, and I just could not find a way home. So I ended up calling my friend and just asking him for advice, and then he was like looking it up on the map, and he was trying to tell me like, oh, what street you on right now? Okay, try to make a left, try to make a right, da da da. So I finally found my street, and I was like, oh, thank God I can go home. So when I get to my street, it's even more flooded. Maybe like it's maybe like, no, maybe like 2, 3 feet of water. But it's like, this is how my street is. It's like this. Like it's real messed up. So it's like up, down, up, down. So I kind of drove in it, because when you start, it's like low. So I kind of drove in it, and then my car went down, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I can't do this. Like the water was like rising. So I'm like, how am I gonna get to my house? Like I'm literally, like, y'all don't understand how frustrating it was to be this close, but so far from getting home. So then I ended up just parking my car maybe like a mile away, and I'm like, dang, I gotta walk through this. So I'm just like walking, but I'm like on the grass, and I didn't even think about it because I see puddles of water. So like, you know, feet of water, I'm not trying to walk in the water. It's murky, it's dirty, it's dark. Now it's probably like 3 in the morning. So I'm walking on the grass. And you know, like when it's raining and it's pouring down raining grass, the dirt just turns into mud. So I'm walking and I'm stepping, and it's just like muddy and disgusting. And I'm just like, ah! And I seen a rat like run, and I'm guessing the rats came out of the sewers because the sewers are flooded. So I was like, oh my God, I was calling my mom. I don't know why, like she can't help. She live all the way in Michigan. But I was calling my mom, and I'm just like, oh my God, nobody was answering the phone. So then I get like closer to my apartments. There's like some gates you gotta go through, and it was nothing. It was no way for me to cross. It was just straight water, and the water was disgusting. The water was like a greenish brown. Oh my God, when I say I was screaming. Like I was, every step I took, I was screaming, because I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't. Like I was literally like looking at the water, just me by myself, just outside, just I can't. Like I seen a rat run past me, a fat nasty rat. Not run past me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Like run across the street. I seen it. Then I hear like these fat frogs. Like just ribbit. So I'm just like, oh my God, I can't walk through this water. I was so scared. I was so scared. So anyways, I was like, forget it. Like, you came this far, you know, like you gotta strap on your nuts. Like, you gotta get through this water. Like, we gotta make it home. So I'm just like stepping through the water. It was so warm and disgusting. I don't know what was in there. I couldn't see anything. 1, it was dark. 2, it was greenish, brownish, disgusting. There was a smell outside because everything was flooded. So I was just like, ugh. So I'm walking through the water, and I'm just, every step I take, I'm just like, like screaming. Like I was just so So anyways, my apartments were kind of okay. It was kind of like level, like the apartments kind of sit up. So once I finally walked through the water, freaking feet of water, like it was literally, the water was literally above, what would I call this? I was gonna say above my birthmark, but y'all don't know what I said. But like thigh level. And I was just like, I was so sad. Like, oh, because when I was driving around, I started crying. Like, I started crying, but like not like a, like, just like my eyes started tearing up because I was stressed out. Like, I wanted to go home that bad. So anyways, I finally get through. I walk through the water. Everything's cool. I'm disgusted. I feel like I smell like freaking swamp. So then I get home, and then I had on super short shorts, so like my work shorts, so those didn't get wet. But my shoes, I had on sandals, so I threw my sandals out. First of all, I left them outside, and then I just came home, took a shower, then I took a bath, and then I was cool. then there was like, you still couldn't go outside because it was so like, it was still flooded everywhere. Like I couldn't go get my car. And then it was just so sad. Like it was so dark outside. It was just a really, really sad experience. And it was kind of difficult for me because like I'm down here by myself, so I don't have like family. Like some people had their family come over and hang out with them, or everybody went to your granny house, or you know, such house. And it was just like I didn't have that, so I was just here by myself. And it was actually like, it was, that part was sad, but everything else was fine. Like I had food, and then I had entertainment. I was watching Netflix, Queen of the South, watched the whole season in freaking 2 days or 3 days, however long that period was. It was just really, really sad. Then eventually the water started like going down, so I was able to go get my car, go get food. But then there was a curfew, which was like freaking, what was the curfew? Maybe like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So everything closed early. But I remember, so like where I say, it's like a lot of restaurants. So I remember the first day it started, the water started going down a little bit. It was still flooded in some areas, but the water started going down a little bit. And it was like a Chinese buffet. It's a Chinese buffet right by my house. And when I say I was the happiest I ever been in my life, like I was just like, real food, oh my God, there's people. Like I feel like I was off of I Am Legend, like human interaction, yes. Like I was so stressed. So yeah, that was basically it. That was basically my experience. It was scary. Like I said, I'm thankful that I didn't lose anything in the flood. I didn't lose my life. No one that I know has lost their life. It's kind of sad. And a lot of people were evacuated during Hurricane Harvey. Like, you know how sometimes you watch stuff on the news and you're like, oh, they're milking it, it's fluff. No, it was serious. And thankfully enough, my area didn't get as bad, even though it's still flooded. Some people's apartments, like first, second floor, done. But I felt like after the flood, like everything started getting, you know, the sun started coming out, and I feel like Houston in general, everybody in Houston, like everybody has these shirts called Houston Strong. I feel like people were helping people. Like it was like, we're not looking for help, we don't need no assistance, we're not asking whoever for help, we're not asking the government. It was like people was driving around in their trucks like, who's stuck? And that thing where it was like I guess it's kind of like Dave and Buster's. It's someplace out here, but it was basically free for the kids because kids couldn't go outside, they can't have fun. Like it was a depressing time, definitely. Things have just now started getting back regular. Like even now though, it's like maybe 10 minutes away from my house. I wouldn't even say 10 minutes away, maybe like 5 minutes away from my house, those residential areas, you still see people like, it's carpet, it's beds all outside, because all of this stuff, all of these people's stuff was ruined during this hurricane. So it was a serious thing. Like, I don't know, but it definitely hasn't changed my view of Houston. If anything, it's probably made me feel more connected to being in Houston, being in Texas, because I did experience this. And like I said, I'm just gonna keep saying it because I'm very thankful I came out of that experience untouched, besides the murky, dirty waters that I had to walk through. I was disgusted. Like, that's it. Like, I know some girls at my job, my old job, they like were stranded like for days in the restaurant. Think about that. Think about how disgusting that is. I was able to make it home. So it was just crazy, y'all. Like, it was really, really crazy. But like I said, Houstonians, shout out to y'all. I guess I'm really a Houstonian now too, because I've been here a year now, so I kind of like ain't studying. But like, shout out to y'all, because everybody was like, We ain't got time to wait for nobody. Let's get out here. People was like, and I want to say something to y'all too. I really want to say thank y'all for reaching out to me and like commenting to me, hey, hope everything's okay with the hurricane and everything like that. I really do appreciate that, because y'all care about me. Yeah, I think that's sweet, and I care about y'all and I love y'all. So I really want to say thank you for caring about your girl. I'm so happy I'm here to do this video for y'all. So anyways, again, as always, love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you tell a friend to come watch your friend. Mish K.